Chapter 9: Michael's Eyes. We stand by the wall of a 3 stories high building made of bricks. The hotel hides behind, about 50 yards away. Unfortunately, we lost sight of Michael as soon as he walked into the hotel's parking lot. Samantha is considering abandoning her plan, and I can't complain about that. I'm tired and I don't see the point of spying on such a boring person, but for some odd reason I feel obligated to not leave Samantha by herself. "I know," Samantha says after her face lights up in delight. "What room is he staying in?" "I have no idea," I say. "Second floor, I think?" "No, that was yesterday. It must be in the back. He walked that way after we checked in." "Let's go hide behind those trees," she says and points to the woods behind the parking lot of the hotel. "But it's dark in there." "Don't tell me you are scared of the dark," Samantha denounces. "Humans are scarier than any fictional character, trust me." "I know that, it's just, I have only been betrayed by humans," she says, and sneakily starts walking by the edge of the parking lot. "No raccoon is gonna scare me into submission. Have you even seen a raccoon before?" "I did not see a raccoon. I think that was another of his made-up lies. I mean ever, not last night. They are vicious little animals. Some animals are dangerous. This includes raccoons, especially rabid raccoons. Animals are so cute and nice, what are you talking about? You have not seen enough animals if the ones you've seen are wearing a collar. That's why you think that way. I'll prove to you that humans are more dangerous if you don't stay quiet and hurry up." "Whatever." "You whatever." We position ourselves behind some bushes, which despite possessing no leaves are so dense they hide us more than enough. I truly hope that rabid raccoon Michael saw is not real. We are on top of a man-made hill after the last row of parking spots. The jacaranda trees do not have any leaves, but are full of purple buds and flowers. All the flowery tops of the jacaranda trees meet one another, forming a blanket that covers the patch of woods with a lavender hue, assisted by the post lights of the parking lot. It did not look like a Halloween-themed forest when the sun was out, but all we need now is a few pumpkins and a green witch to be ready for October. We can see most of the hotel windows from up here. The 3rd floor is a little bit more difficult to see because of the high angle. Fortunately, we spot Michael on the 1st floor in the second room to the left. He looks to be busy talking on the phone as he walks to the window and closes the blinds. "Damn it," says Samantha. "Well, I'd say it's time to go to bed." "No, we are gonna do the Michael," Samantha commands. "The Michael?" "Follow me." Samantha goes down the hill towards the hotel, and I follow. I still don't see the point, but I wish I had the courage to complain more. I don't know how to say no. What is she even expecting to see? I want to go to bed, yet I let Samantha do whatever she wants to do. Once we reach the window, Samantha pokes her eye through the slit between the blinds behind the glass and whispers, "I don't see him anymore." "Yeah, maybe we should call it a night." "There he is, what the hell?" she says, shocked. I put my head underneath hers to see through the line. Michael is pouring himself a cup of coffee. "No, nothing, it's just, he has his own coffee maker in his room, and I do not." I roll my eyes. "I have one too." "Of course, I'm the only one without one." "Well, I feel very weird watching someone who has no idea they're being watched. What if he does something disgusting?" "Like what, you weirdo?" "Anything really." Michael is wearing sleeping clothes, a white shirt and gray pajama pants. He takes a small vial out of his pocket and pours a few drops of the green substance in his cup of coffee. He stirs it with a spoon and chugs it all. He instantly starts convulsing and falls to the ground. Samantha startles and turns to me with her mouth open. "Should we get help?" she whispers, and I shrug. We go back to watch through the slit as he struggles to get up again, and pours more coffee into his cup. Was that a seizure? I wouldn't really know. He chugs his second cup of coffee and repeats the same process, but we keep watching this time. He holds one hand to his stomach in the fetal position as if he were in pain. He then slowly extends his tensed-up neck and turns his head towards the window. His face is very red, and the veins on his neck are popping. "Should we get help now?" I ask. "Probably." She hesitates. "But what do we say? That we are on the window, spying?" Michael is still on the ground, and suddenly stops moving. He lays silently with his face in view, then abruptly opens his eyes, and the lights flicker and go off. Samantha and I both drop to the ground and hurriedly crawl to the side to get out of the window view. We get up and run towards the front of the hotel. "Let's go to my room," Samantha says in a state of shock. "Did you see that?" "Yes, I did," says Samantha, heaving as we run past a few parked cars. "But we need to get out of here, where we can be a little more safe." We hurry back through the lobby and quickly go to her room. I go in first, and she locks the door as soon as she closes it. "You did see the red eyes, right?" asks Samantha, shocked. I nod. "'Cause those were not regular red eyes," she continues. Those were shining red eyes, almost like, kinda, supernatural. Like something you'd see in a scary movie. I mean, I kind of want to get him help, but also I don't want to, he'd find out we were spying on him. Yeah, same, but what if he died there? You think? She says and sits on the edge of the bed, worriedly biting her bottom lip. I don't want to go out there again to check. Me neither, I admit. He did pour something in his cup, so maybe he's doing drugs or something. Yeah. That potion vial was even weirder. Potion? Are we dealing with witches now? Samantha says, laughing. Then her mouth drops and her eyes widen, realizing something, then stands up startled. Actually, shut up. I didn't say anything. Calm down and shut up, she says as if I were the one overreacting. She starts pacing between the bed and a small red comforter. What? What were those eyes about? I didn't mean potion, I say, trying to retract, guessing where Samantha is heading. It's just my English is not the best. Medicine. That's what I meant. Yes, I couldn't remember the appropriate word. Holy guacamole! And the lights flickered, and then the lights went out. Crap! Samantha starts pacing faster and bites her bottom lip excitedly before abruptly stopping and worriedly asks. You think he saw us? Okay, no, you need to calm down, I say while my hands and knees are starting to shake a little. Are you hearing yourself? That's insane. I don't know what you're trying to say. Well, I know what you're trying to say, but that can't be. Oh my gosh! And that woman from yesterday, she's a total hag. And, with that smoke I was telling you about. Samantha runs to the window and goes behind the blinds. She unlocks and locks the latches quickly. She closes the blinds and overlaps the middle edges of the blinds to make sure no wandering eye can take a peek inside. I don't like this. Whatever you are talking about, and I'm afraid I know what you're talking about, I don't like one bit of it. You're trying to deny what you saw? My grandma always told me to trust my gut, because she trusted my gut more than she trusted her own. She says and comes closer to me, speaking in a whisper. But I have never had this feeling stronger than now. Michael is no good. I know it. I don't know how I know it. I just know I know it. I think I get it, I admit after a few seconds of silence. I've had the same feeling. It was in a dream, but I think it counts. There is a long quiet pause again, then Samantha says, Oh, spooky. Oh, shut up. I didn't know what to say, but that was cringe. We both start laughing. Holy Mother of Joseph, I'm speechless, Samantha says excitedly. What if he's dead? Samantha sits back down on the bed and says, I guess we don't ever speak about seeing him if he's dead. I'm gonna go to sleep and find out tomorrow. So about that, can I stay with you? I was hoping you'd say that. I didn't want to sleep alone, but I also didn't want you to be claiming I'ma assault you all of a sudden. I roll my eyes and start laughing. You're still not changing my mind. No, actually, I'm sorry about that. I thought about it a bit more, and although I don't think I caused you any trauma, I do see your point. A rapist should always be seen as a rapist regardless of how hot or how disheveled they present themselves. That's what I was trying to say earlier, but I didn't want to say it that harsh. I know, I should have asked you for consent, I guess. But maybe I was afraid you would say no. What do you mean? You know what I mean, it's too obvious. I look at her, confused, not wanting to assume what she means. No straight man in this world would reject the advances of a woman. Okay, I get it, but that would almost make it worse. I knew you would not consent, so I figured I should kiss you without asking. I already said sorry, how much do you want? I don't know, maybe I just love to argue. Seems like it. Let's talk about something else then, I say. It feels very irresponsible to ignore Michael. It is, we just gotta accept it if we are not gonna do anything about it. You're right, I say and sit on the red mini comforter. I know, she says and she winks at me. You remind me of my brother, I say. I hope that's a good thing. Yeah, I guess you can say that. You are weird, she says and frowns. Exactly like him. I think I like your brother more and I haven't even met him. Okay, I say and roll my eyes, smirking. You are almost a copy of him. Very sassy. Might as well. Thanks for letting me stay. I don't want to be out there alone. Of course. What do you think happened to Michael? I kinda don't want to talk about it either. I sigh. Right, are we going back to Indiana tomorrow? I don't know. I almost feel like we need to find out more. Do we pretend we don't know anything about whatever the heck happened there? Yeah, Samantha says after sighing. Let's keep the story of me being a crybaby going. I think he believed that. I believed it too. Yeah? I guess my theater years in high school have paid off, she says, winking and clicking her tongue. That makes sense. Maybe you have us all fooled. I cackle. Maybe I do, but you can't stop me. she says, laughing.